as I say, there was a particular bit that Trump was talking about. He was talking about the fact that, well, he was talking about immigrants.
Oh, you're going about eating the dog?
Yeah, eating a cat specifically.
Oh, they're eating cats. They're eating cats at the borders.
I'd heard about this before.
And but this is the thing, right? But everyone was like, "No, that's not true. That's factually inaccurate."
True.
It's actually true. There's video of it.
Yeah.
There's video of a woman who's sitting over a dead cat, and the police officer asks her straight to her face, "Were you eating that dead cat? Why were you eating that cat?" That is literally happening, and everyone was like, "Oh, that's factually inaccurate. That's a lie. That's an absolute lie. It's not true. It's there. It happened."
Yeah, you know with KD and Laughing Stock, niggas got that voice. In this crazy world, we gotta make a choice. They say our logic swishy, but we're making noise from the top of the charts. Here the peoples rejoice. Stop being buck munchers, just get swishy with us. Join the laughter wave, make a fuss. Stop being buck munchers, just get swishy with us. Join the laughter wave, make a fuss.
I mean, that's the thing. I'd seen that before. That wasn't what stuck out to me the most.
No.
What stuck out to me the most of it, how many times the moderator was fact checking Trump.
Yeah, but to be fair,
fact check a single lie from Kamala Harris.
Yeah, a lot of his facts were false though.
So were Kamala's.
So a lot of Kamala's were also false. Yeah.
And didn't fact check a single one of them.
No.
I didn't realise that the things are put together by Disney. All of it's put together by Disney.
What?
CNN or whatever it is, Disney owned.
Oh.
And it's all put together by Disney. And apparently Disney disliked Trump, even though Kamala Harris and them keep saying that Trump wants to do the billionaire tax and all that. I'm like, well, if he was trying to make us like billionaires are better off, why would Disney or the big corporations hate him? That don't make any sense to me.
Yeah. It's weird.
And unfortunately, this stuff does kind of have to matter to us over here.
Like, it does.
I think a lot of us completely depends on what America's doing.
I mean, do I want Trump to be president? I don't know. Do I want Kamala Harris to be president? I don't know. No. You don't.
Well, I mean, you look at the last 4 years.
It's not been...
Nobody will say that it's all run off to us. It must be.
It is technically... I mean, this is the thing. How much of a hand in the Biden stuff did she have? Was she, like... doing all the work because Biden wasn't capable, or
either way it's bad.
Yeah.
So either he was doing the work and she was just letting him do the crazy shit.
Yeah.
Or he wasn't able to do it and she was doing it.
Yeah.
Either way it's not good.
Yeah.
She kept talking about needing a new kind of way forward, needing a fresh start.
Yeah.
It's like, bitch, you've been there for 4 years. We're gonna make
Yeah, I know. She's trying to be the change candidate. It's like, I'm the change candidate. It's like, how exactly are you the change candidate? You're literally handing over from one person to another person, and you were literally just in the position, just under the person who's giving you the position now. Yeah. It's like
the sous chef of a really posh, nice restaurant.
Yeah, it's time to go in a completely different direction. Sous chef, you're now top chef.
Because they found out that the place was serving from, maggot-infested food.
Yeah.
And he was serving it.
Well, I've learned...
But then the sous chef is good enough to take over.
Yeah, I've learned all my years how to serve nice maggots.
I mean, they used to do it back in the Middle Ages.
That's true, yeah.
They did do it.
Yeah. There's a Mad Max game where you can create a maggot farm.
Oh, it would be that hard, I guess.
Yeah. It's a good way to get protein,
Was that the Mad Max game when you had to build your car driving?
Yeah, it's good.
I love that game.
Yeah, it's a fucking good game.
It was good at the time, I remember.
Yeah.
I don't know why that thing's doing the screen thing, but I don't know in that case. I turned the bit way down now, but it's going to be hard to figure out if it's still doing it.
We'll figure it out.
Luckily though, a lot of the stuff I've got for you, I've got it on here anyway.
Yeah, so, what is the topic?
Oh, sorry, I meant to say actually. Yeah. Celebrities that have done a murder.
Done a murder?
Celebrities that have gone and done a murder.
They killed someone.
Or allegedly.
Supposedly, potentially.
Probably.
Maybe.
Most of the time.
But mostly yes.
But officially no.
But officially no, but mostly yes.
Fucking definitely yes. Like for example, do you remember good old Michael Barrymore?
Which Barrymore's Michael Barrymore? There's so many Barrymores.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, there's Drew Barrymore. There's another Barrymore.
There's
as
Drew Barrymore. Is there 2 Drew Barrymores? No, Drew Carey I'm thinking of.
well. Yeah.
No, there's 2. I could pick a Drew Barrymore, Michael Barrymore.
Right.
And the 2 are very different.
Okay.
Drew Barrymore, for one thing, hot.
Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah, well,
Hot.
was.
Yeah, I got Charlie's Angels in my head.
Yeah, that's probably.
Hot.
Mm.
It's like Cameron Diaz and Lucy Liu.
See, I was more the Lucy Liu vibe.
Oh, no, I was still racist at that point.
Oh, right.
Yeah, more rampant racism was still
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Stop playing the gay way now. I just kind of like, make myself get turned on by naked Asian women.
Yeah.
Keeping up
appearances.
Exactly.
Yeah. I can't be racist. I masturbate to gay porn. What? that doesn't work.
David Evans. David Evans.
I made myself laugh. Sorry.
David Lucas. The guy that's on Kill Tony. Did you watch any of that any time?
David Lucas.
Yeah, the chubby black dude.
Oh, I saw. Was he the guy who was on the podcast with that?
Matan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention.
Oh my God.
He did not do well on that.
He did not do well at
My
all.
God.
He did very badly.
Mr. I'm not afraid to make a joke about anyone.
Yeah, except.
I won't offend anyone.
Yeah, except when he's offended. Oh man, what'd you say? What'd you say?
It was weird, man. All of it.
Yeah.
All of it.
Just going to maniacal laughter when he does something that he thinks people should think is funny, and then when anyone makes a joke against him, suddenly it's like, this is serious, man. Fuck you, man.
Trying to touch him.
Yeah. Trying to get him to smell his ass hand.
Trying to see what he looked like under his t-shirt.
Yeah.
And then when he didn't want to, trying to lift it up and that.
Yeah. And he literally said to his face, "You're like fucking what's his face? That what was the guy who got caught for trying to be a childy guy."
Dr. Disrespect.
No, the other guy. This was ages ago. This is the guy that they caught red-handed with like text messages that he'd sent to a supposed girl.
EDP 455.
That's the guy. Yeah, he literally fucking to his face says, "You're like EDP."
Oh yeah.
And he still keeps going after that. It's like, what the hell are you doing, man?
What the fuck were we on about? It's gone on my head completely. Who were we on about?
That comedian that was on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Yeah, I don't like that. Was weird, man.
Yeah.
I just saw a thing on here that distracted me. Dr. Disrespect tried to play Deadlock, but his team left him.
Holy shit.
Don't know what that is, but it's funny.
It's just, if he tries to play anything, people are just going to leave because it's Dr. Disrespect.
Let's have a different name and for a bit at least.
Yeah.
I don't know why he wouldn't just disappear for a bit or something.
Yeah.
Go on to Rumble. I don't know. Yeah, I was looking for the thing. I was trying to remind myself what I was looking for. Okay. So I am looking. Yeah, Michael Barrymore. So you don't know who Michael Barrymore is?
I
That
can't
surprises
remember.
me.
Is he a singer or?
Yeah, he was like an old kind of entertainer.
Right.
Like a comedian started off as.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I know the guy. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Like,
yeah.
whose line? No, not whose line is it anyway.
No, I know who
Strike
you
It Lucky.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, and I know the story you're talking about
Yeah.
as well.
The time that he'd gone done the murder.
Supposedly. Well,
Well-
technically, legally, no.
Technically and legally, no.
Yeah,
Logically, maybe.
maybe.
Well, I'll explain.
Yeah.
So, okay, I got a timeline here.
Do you have a tray I can,
stuff.
I can tap into?
Got a timeline here of the events.
Thank you.
So I'd watched the documentary when I first read these, so the things might not be in my head as much. Although, I feel like I can remember all the bits anyway. But this is a general timeline then, which would be the easiest way to go about it. So, let me get the beginning of where the thing starts. Begin. Yeah, okay. So March 30th, 2001. Michael Barrymore and his partner begin the evening by going to an Indian restaurant in Broxbourne, Hertfordshire. They move on to the Millennium nightclub in Harlow, and they meet Mr. Lubbock before returning to Barrymore's home around 2:30 a.m. that morning.
Yeah.
People always talk about it being a party. It wasn't a party. It was some gay dudes went to a
Went to a bathhouse and tried to fuck.
well, yeah, they came over. Obviously, we're going to do some fucking.
Yeah.
That's obviously what was going to be going down. Around 5 a.m., Barrymore notices that Mr. Lubbock is motionless in the swimming pool, and flees the scene at 5:46 a.m. Now, they completely glanced over bits here, which luckily...
Didn't they all take a shitload of party drugs and stuff as well?
A lot of that hasn't been confirmed.
Oh, right.
Well,
yeah, but it's out of his system.
There was a lot of drugs in his system, sorry. The thing didn't say what drugs are in there.
I mean, it's probably going to be things like MDMA
imagine,
and stuff. You'd imagine, yeah.
I got my own theory on this one that doesn't seem to be talked about at all.
Okay.
So at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
they found Mr. Lubbock in the pool.
Yeah.
He flees the scene at 5:46 a.m. Michael Barrymore.
Yeah.
So in between that, when they find him, they pull him out. This is apparently what they said. They pull him out of the swimming pool and try to give him CPR. And then they ring. Michael Barrymore rings his agent.
Right.
Was it lawyer? Agent.
Right.
Rings his agent. And then rings the police afterwards. Which doesn't surprise me. That happens a lot when you.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, if you and also I can kind of understand him not wanting
Public
to be
eyes,
there
yes.
at the time.
And this is also at a time when being gay wasn't an
as
acceptable thing.
Yeah,
either.
well, it wasn't unacceptable, but it wasn't like widely accepted, and you could lose jobs for being gay.
It wasn't normalised in any manner like it is now.
Yeah, it's not like it was a Neil Patrick Harris time where he can go around playing Barney or something. You know, it's.
I mean, that's like the opposite side anyway.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. It's like.
Yeah.
That would never have crossed people's minds. They would have been like, oh, he's gay. Well, he can't play a leading man, or he can't do this, or he can't do that. That's why people theorise Tom Cruise still pretends that he's straight.
Oh no, I think he just actually does the whole try to get away personally.
Yeah. Well, no, he's not. He's Scientologist though, isn't he?
Scientologist, the gay away, whatever they call
Yeah, Scientologist, the gay away. Yeah, me to the gay away.
it. That one, sure, yeah.
Yeah. You got to do what is it? An audit the gay away.
There you go. Yeah. So then they disappear and that police come down, and weirdly as well, the police actually allow his manager to come onto the crime scene.
Yeah.
Look, to get some stuff and apparently remove some things from the crime scene, including they took a photo of. I think I just saw it down here actually. I don't know where that was. Okay, they took a photo of by the bed, by the pool. There was a brass kind of door handle.
Yeah.
And a thermometer. His body had like injuries. He had like anal injuries. They found.
Yeah.
And he drowned. But they eventually realised that after an autopsy was done by the family, they figured out that he actually was asphyxiated in the end.
Right.
You know, a lot of these facts seem to be like forgotten.
Yeah.
Like, because you'll read stuff and then all things kind of contradict it.
It's interesting because the ultimate theory comes down to basically it was like a sex thing that got out of hand.
Well, that's what I assume. Yeah.
And they were like trying to sort of do the whole choke and stroke.
Yeah.
And it just went horribly, horribly wrong.
Following a 5-day inquest, the 31-year-old is pronounced dead at the hospital in Harlow at 8:23 a.m.
Yeah.
Don't know why he wasn't pronounced dead on the way or anything.
Oh, because you can't. A doctor has to be present to declare someone dead.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why you only get declared dead at the hospital most of the time.
That's kind of stupid.
Yeah. Unless there's a doctor who's being a first responder, like in a 9/11 situation. Oh, speaking of which, I've watched a documentary on the whole 9/11 thing with my dad.
On YouTube.
And it was fucking hell, man. Jesus Christ.
I feel like it's been washed to death now anyway.
Yeah.
What is the new to it?
Well, it wasn't new. It was just they had people who were on the ground giving like their actual full on stories of what had happened. And there's this guy, and he's going around and he's just getting all of these labels, and you've got deceased, urgent, emergency, and okay, basically, and you've got to pick a tag for each person, and he's just going. And I'm just going through black tag after black tag after black tag after black tag, deceased. And he gets to this one woman and he puts deceased on her. And then she suddenly goes, I'm alive. What are you doing? I'm not dead. I'm alive. I'm going to be okay. Just you got to help me. And he's like, okay. And he goes, I know she's not going to be okay. She has fallen out of the plane. She has actually got the stuff from the plane on her.
Jesus Christ.
So she has fallen from the top of the fucking building after being blown out of a plane, and she has landed feet first from the fucking top, essentially, of the fucking, well, 3/4 up the fucking World Trade Center, landed and smacked on the back of her head. She is not going to live. But he has to just sit there and tell her, like, oh, no, it's okay. I've just made a mistake. Someone's going to come and get you. I'll just hold your hand. Someone's going to come and get you. And just...
I would be amazed that she's, like, be alive at all.
I know.
People fell further, though.
Yeah, the thing is, if you land directly on your feet, your body will crumple and take most of the impact. You're still going to die.
Yeah,
but, you know, it's...
okay.
Yeah.
So, a 5-day inquest. He had alcohol, ecstasy, amphetamine, and cocaine in his system.
Yeah.
What you're saying? Okay, now that's a lot, you know. Ecstasy, amphetamine. Jeez, that's a cocktail, man. That is.
Yeah. So that's a mix that is sometimes called, what is it? It's something in cream, because there's strawberries in cream, which is cocaine and MDMA.
Is that a screwball?
Might be something like that. Yeah.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, because there's one which is speed and MDMA, which is probably that.
I think that might be that.
Because that allows you to still get it up while on MDMA.
Yeah, because that is an issue. That's a goddamn issue, that is. It's the most horny you'll ever feel.
Yeah.
The least equipped you'll ever be.
Yeah.
Okay, so none of the witnesses who were at the party for 3 hours have given to the court an explanation about how Stuart Lubbock, a previously fit 31-year-old, should be found floating in a swimming pool at the premises with a significant level of alcohol and drugs in his system and have serious injuries.
Yes.
I mean, with the exception of the last bit, and the rest of it could totally happen. People, when they're fucked up, fall into things and die. That happens.
All the time.
Normally it's because they get stuck on clothes and stuff, though, and he's just in his underwear, though.
Yeah.
Which, I'm sure he gets this eventually, but in his underwear, though, he had only like a speck of blood, to the point that, like, the injuries he had, he couldn't have been wearing them at the time because...
So someone put them on him, and
It seems like, and to the point as well, there was markings that showing it could have been a ligature that killed him.
Right.
So also as well, you don't really get ligature in water, you know.
No.
So almost like it happened in the house, and then he was
pushed into the water because we're like, oh look, he drowned.
Get rid of the evidence as well.
Yeah.
Pull him out, etc. There's when you see pictures of where it was, the house and that, the pool got like windows all around it, you know, from the house. The house kind of wraps around.
Do you think
the
they had to
pool.
weekend at Bernie's him out of the house to get him past the party goers?
They weren't the party goers, they were the party goers.
Oh right, I see.
That's what I'm saying. These was just like a few people coming back for a fucking.
Right, yeah.
There was like him, 2 other people, and a dead guy.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so yeah. For some reason I thought it was like at some fucking big party.
It's how
orgy.
it's talked about,
Yeah.
And it was a party.
Yeah.
It wasn't a party, it was just the night after.
Yeah, that's fucking weird, isn't it?
It makes sense, because to some people that would be a party, like...
Yeah, some people that is a party.
Not a party, it's just a pre-organised fucking...
Yeah.
Obviously went a bit too... Well, I say a bit too far. It was fucked up, whatever happened.
Yeah, whatever happened was bad. This is the kind of thing you usually do with hookers.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Michael Barrymore doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's nothing's come out, like nothing. Like they tried to reopen it after he was on. He made a bit of a comeback. I don't know how they haven't got more evidence. I think like being in the swimming pool must have got rid of a lot of the evidence,
Probably.
so they can't
Yeah.
get that much from it, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of the other stuff, though, you know, can be explained away like they probably did through like worrying about his public image. He then, after he was taken into question in the second time, arrested for the second time, like a lot of them were.
Yeah.
He tried to sue the police. Didn't work.
No.
Weirdly, when you have a dead guy, unexplained dead man, in your house with no explanation for it, and the police bring you in to question you about it, kind of fair.
Kind of fair, yeah.
Weird that, you know.
Yeah.
There's literally no explanation why nobody saw him, noticed how this happened, why the underwear was changed.
None of his friends knew that he was going to be there. No one.
The pool thermometer the shape and look of it totally could have been the thing that they used for the angel injuries.
Jesus Christ.
Because it's like a thermometer thing with like a long kind of metal thing, you know, like to do the temperature.
Yeah.
Which was taken in photos when the police first got there, but then was gone.
Fuck.
There's been a lot of screw things in it. It's one of them ones.
That's the weird. I mean, the thing is, again, it's like, oh, I was cleared of all charges on this one. It's like, yeah, but there's certain evidence in this one that seems a bit dodge.
There's more to it. Like, I know I'm forgetting things. I should actually probably read the thing here just to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. So in 2003, he leaves the UK for New Zealand. The Lubbock 2006, the Lubbock family solicitor Tony Bennett issues an application in the Harlem Magistrates Court for Barrymore to be charged with 6 offences. The application is dismissed. Kylie Merritt is a witness. I don't know, I'm just going to make sure there's said that she could not be certain the allegation. Okay, I don't care about that part. So I don't think there's anything else to it really.
No.
He sues Essex Police for damages, for 2.4 million. Because I'm guessing you're saying, you know, like he lost work because of it, obviously.
Well,
That's what happened when a dead guy is found in suspicious circumstances on your house.
Yeah, that tends to happen.
Sorry, bud. Like, the house is wrapped around the windows, and they were awake. It's not like they'd gone to bed, by the way.
Yeah.
It's not like everyone had gone to bed or anything. They were so actively awake, drugging and all that. Didn't notice a guy had disappeared, even though they were awake and all the windows wrapped around the pool. It was like, you know, imagine the pool's in the middle here, and then you got like the house wrapping around it with windows everywhere.
So that everyone will be able to see. Yeah. No, that's fucked.
And it's like, you know, it's not like there was a house full of you. When you think of a party and you think a house full of people...
You think like 15 people minimum.
Then you understand how one person could disappear a bit more. Two people.
Yeah, because then everyone's having a conversation, or we've all gone to do this thing, or everyone's distracted by Tom doing his fucking butt singing part again.
No, this was just a small orgy.
Yeah, no,
Just a small orgy.
Yeah.
So, I'm not saying the mic...
Yo, Callum!
Oh, Callum, I wonder what the fuck you were reacting to then. I was like, what the hell? Callum is on. Yeah, Callum started doing some more streaming stuff too. That'd be another person you can. I'm assuming you want to do more streaming stuff now.
A little bit, yeah. I've got free time in the middle of the day, so. But honestly, like VR is going to be my main thing. I'm loving the VR right now.
You could do VR watching stuff as well, can't you? I imagine you could watch like YouTube videos and all that on VR.
Probably.
Be a funky way of doing it.
Yeah.
Surely you've got to be a way of recording your face in there.
No.
Record you on VR, that would look hilarious. That would look great, actually.
Yeah.
I'd totally do that, you know.
Yeah.
I'd jump up on cam, go on VR, in just my boxers.
Yeah.
Whack one out. Oh, wait, no, but the game, you know.
Yeah.
I'll whack one out as well afterwards.
It was
fucking VR porn, man.
It's genuinely, it's so much fun playing the VR games.
That's good, actually, if you check the VR porn.
No, not yet.
Because
I don't have
Come on.
I don't have. The thing is, it's all access to the PlayStation 5 at the moment, so I'd need to get the PlayStation 5 PC adapter. Then I can fucking play anything on PC and also.
Well, you can just watch it on that, can't you? Though, what do you have?
No, you can't access porn on PlayStations that easily.
Can you?
No.
Why?
Because it's a console, and they're like, oh well, that's for kids.
Yeah, but you can. Well, no, it's not there anymore.
No.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, I know, but
that's for kids.
That's not the way. That's not the way they view it.
Fucking should.
I know.
You can't click on like comment on this, can you?
No.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
It'd be good if you could.
Oh, well, hang on, we
Right.
can reply. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know you can reply. Oh, okay. We'll just be back, didn't we?
He's been affiliate for ages. There you go.
No, I didn't say starting to stream was. I didn't mean to say that. I meant started to go back to streaming.
Yeah.
These fucking numbers are way better than ours.
Yeah.
Like, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, let's do some stuff, Cal. I want to fucking siphon onto the viewers.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that, Callum. Don't worry.
So yeah, that's fucking.
Like,
cool.
I'm totally like, he was the one that filled me in about how to do Discord.
Oh right, yeah.
He tried to fill me in. I still don't think I understand
You're
it.
getting that sweet ad revenue, son.
Yeah, the block.
Ad revenue, son.
Yeah, I earn 3p.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, man.
Ooh. Professional, technically.
3p. Yeah, man. It's a shame that the videos aren't working for some reason. I think I don't know whether the live or whether, I don't know what's going on with it.
I think it's just RAM. Honestly, I think it's
RAM.
You'd need to have a slightly bigger PC.
Do you think that I should have restarted it as well then? I've probably
Maybe,
got a lot of shit running in the back. I don't normally notice that much though.
No.
Maybe I need to full on kind of like like wipe my computer again.
Yeah, it's not a bad
wipe
shout.
everything.
Not a bad shout.
Because I probably reckon a lot of the stuff that's clogging it up is probably stuff because that kind of stuff disappears and you can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought there was something was making a noise and it was me.
Yeah, it's your stomach.
I didn't realise.
What do you mean you didn't realise?
Oh yeah, I'm not even hungry, man. I ate for the first time in like 2 days. That's my stomach digesting shit.
Oh, right.
It's like, okay, man. No, but it's a tough pain, man. I couldn't eat for days.
That's fucking sad, man.
It's like balls.
Yeah.
That's all I could do.
Yeah. Yo, Callum, do you have VR at all? Or are you just sort of PC or PS5 or Xbox? What's the jam?
He was Xbox, yeah.
Nice.
But I know he's been watching like videos and stuff soon.
Yeah, I've been thinking
lately,
of doing that kind of thing because I've started watching some guys who are watching the kinds of things I'd be into, and I'm like, yeah, that if everyone else can do it, I could probably do a little bit of that.
I like doing that, yeah. I like the video stuff. It's nice because I think it was Callum said it earlier actually, you get to talk to the people more like, you know, when you're not gaming.
I think I'd like to do the thing as King Leo as well. I still
you should
wanna
do that,
yeah. Because
should definitely do that.
And then it's just finding the weirdest possible videos and reacting in the weirdest possible way.
You could do a few different ones as well. You got your Mark Barney as well.
You could do Mark Barney. Oh, I could totally do Mark Barney.
You could just start it him walking into a building, walking in and finding the stream or something.
Yeah, just looking at it.
Perfect. Motherfucker forgot to turn his stream off.
Yeah.
Oh, a little play. He could be like a straight up serial killer in secret, he could.
Oh, 100%.
Because I thought about that. Like, what happens if somebody comes in while you're eating their stuff?
Oh, he runs away at one point. But
yeah,
like,
I know, but...
That might just because he was intimidated by that person, you know?
They're the scariest ones.
Yeah,
the ones that are intimidated by people unless they're sure they can.
Yeah, unless they're sure they can take them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They plan ahead. It's like, if you think about it, Batman's the serial killer of the DC world.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that Batman's got a contingency plan for everyone in his universe. He's like, yep, I can kill Superman, Green Lantern, fucking Wonder Woman. I can get them all, motherfucker. I'm the Batman.
He's a crazy man.
Can I have the Ligatail?
You may indeed.
Dankeschön.
Do you know Caitlyn Jenner killed a woman? Man.
Mm-hmm.
Someone.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who it was now.
Ran them over with a motherfucking car.
They did indeed.
Then changed gender and everyone was like, oh, they're so stunning and brave.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was pre-transition, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, like, not that far before the transition, though.
They always need a lot of them, they changed not long after they've done something. What was it? What's her name? Yeah, so Chris on Mr. Beast took the Caitlyn Jenner way then.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have waited until Kelly came out. That was a mistake.
Yeah.
Should have waited till it came out and
then do it. That, yeah. Otherwise, you've fired the shot too early.
Exactly.
Yeah. No longer stunning and brave.
So where is this? Is talking about O.J. Simpson. Why are you talking about O.J. Simpson? I don't care about that part. We already know O.J. Simpson didn't do. We figured that out already.
Yes.
We figured out what the police couldn't.
Yeah, the Sun did it.
The Sun definitely did it.
The Sun 100% did it.
I mean, there is a chance that maybe the information we had was dubious. There's a chance.
A tiny chance.
But I don't know. There was a lot there.
Yeah.
And I reckon if even a portion of that's true.
At some point, I'm going to have to get you to play Dark Tide, by the way.
I don't know what that is.
That's the Warhammer 40k one that's like Left 4 Dead. It's so much fun, man.
Oh, is that the one that's on the Game Pass?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I did see you'd played that. I'll happily have a go with that.
That is really fun.
But that was one Dom had mentioned as well.
Because you literally, it's just run in, kill loads of shit, and run out again, and it's so good.
Okay then. So Caitlyn Jenner, okay. Still on about OJ here for some reason. Let me just make sure it's not just going to talk about OJ.
Okay.
Because I don't... Oh, okay, there was something about she posted. Okay, yeah. We'll go... This is one of the point of... After... Okay. Celebrity and former Olympic athlete Caitlyn Jenner responded to news of O.J. Simpson's death in a now viral tweet. X-post.
Oh, yeah.
Expose. Much of the public was shocked by Jenner's seemingly cold post, which was since garnered much discussion about the family's connection to Simpson, because they were all proper chummy with them.
Yeah.
Within hours of Jenna publishing the post, several users became critical of her dig at Simpson, and many referenced a 2021 car crash involving Jenna, in which a woman was killed.
Yep.
In 2015, Caitlyn Jenner was driving an SUV, which was towing an ATV on the Pacific Coast Highway in Malibu. She rear-ended a Lexus, pushing it into oncoming traffic. Kim Howe, the driver of the Lexus, was then hit by a Hummer travelling in the opposite direction. Jenner proceeded forward and hit another vehicle, a Prius, whose driver suffered mild injuries. For Howe, the original one that was hit, died on impact.
God damn. God diggity damn.
Yeah. Or, for the more accurate version of events, go to South Park.
Yeah.
They have a full, like, breakdown.
Buckaroos.
There's nothing them guys haven't attacked, man.
I love South Park.
It is
So
good.
much. So fucking much.
I haven't watched it for a while, but I know every time I go back to it, there's just going to be plenty of episodes to just jump into again.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm gonna wait until I have a big chance to binge some Paramount, and then I'm just gonna go in on that because it's all on Paramount Plus now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where did I watch it before?
Probably Amazon.
I think it might have been illegally.
Oh,
It must have been illegally.
yeah.
I mean,
I mean, legitimately, yeah, via Paramount or via a TV or terrestrial program.
Why your TV or terrestrial program?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck them ones. I'm not going to use them. I'm going to suck my dong.
Watching shit when you tell me to watch it. Get fucked, TV. Fuck are you on?
Did you know one of the people in Sons of Anarchy, Johnny Lewis, kills a woman? There's a really weird way for this thing to word it then.
Okay.
But he killed a woman and then dies. Killing a woman is the more pertinent part of the sentence.
Yeah.
Do you know who that is, Johnny Lewis? I didn't know who it was.
No.
But I like Sons of Anarchy, and I recognised him when I was watching... Did you watch Sons of Anarchy?
No.
Oh, okay. He was the one in every motor gang, the one who's like in the gang, but he's like, you know, the younger, gets pushed around by them a bit.
Yeah.
But he's also in the gang, so he's not too much pushed around by them, but he is pushed around by them. But anyone else I mess with him, that beats him. I think that happens at one point because he decides to leave. I think he crashes on a bike or something.
All right.
But yeah.
That's a big foul for a motorbiker.
Yeah. Especially in that, because they have really small bikes every now and then. I don't know why.
Yeah.
You know, it's something like the guy ends it on a really small bike. It's really weird.
On a really small bike.
Yeah, he just rides
In
off.
my mind now, it's like one of those little monkey bikes.
Not quite that small, but in my mind it is as well.
Like that photo of those two fat dudes.
Half sack, that was it. He was half sack on the show because he had half of his
So how did he
Bull
kill? How did he kill this woman?
Oh, straight into the meat of it.
Yeah, let's get
far.
let's get down.
She was identified as Catherine Davis, found dead inside. Where was? Found living in a driveway in Los Feliz neighborhood near Hollywood on Wednesday. And there's a name for the place because it's a place that people used to go to in Los Angeles. It was an eccentric woman. They had a lot of money, her and her husband, and her husband died. They'd already bought like a big mansion. So she thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open up my mansion to artists and creatives. They're going to come down and they're going to pay a lot, to be fair, and stay there, you know, like, and they can congregate in like the pool area. And stuff.
And it can be this lovely little clicky vibe, and I'll be the grandmother to them all. And then
it all worked. It was good.
Yeah.
Like, he went there for a bit and left eventually, because he was like a decent guy apparently, but then he had a motorcycle accident.
Right.
It must have been during Sons of Anarchy. He was a bit dubious about it. He was already into motorbikes basically. That's why he went for Sons of Anarchy. And he had a motorcycle accident, and he was discharged very early. I should probably look at the actual article.
Right.
I'm just going on my memory here.
I mean, was it something where it was like brain injury changed the way his personality was, or something?
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
It's surprisingly how often that happens, really.
I'm trying to find if it gives me it from the beginning, but I don't. I should have vetted these articles first, really. I'm just going to read it out to you then, how it says on here.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Okay, identified Captain Davis was found dead of apparently blunt force trauma inside the building.
Fuck.
The upstairs part of the building had been ransacked. Police had also found the body of a cat that had apparently been beaten.
Oof.
It's a terrible tragedy as far as we're concerned, and we're digging into the bottom of it, said an LAPD spokesman. Which is
that always
good idea.
That always means, we got nothing. That is always what that means, because if not, they'd be like, we have apprehended the suspect, there we are questioning them now. It's like, we're doing everything we can to bring the killer to justice. God damn, we ain't got a motherfucking thing.
I think he was dead at this point.
Yeah?
I'm just confusing myself now. Yeah, I think he was found dead as well there. Oh, no. He jumped off something. I'm sure they'll say it here somewhere. He jumped off somewhere as well.
Oh, dear.
He was... Okay, yeah, so... he had been released from jail just days before, because he'd had a lot of, like we're saying, those issues with his mental state. He'd done a lot of stuff. He started getting, like, done for like, little robberies and stuff, too.
Right, yeah, just impulsive stuff. Yeah.
There's some Scientology stuff in there as well.
Yeah.
That he was involved with, but I think he left them. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't really vibe with the whole like criminal aspect. To be honest, that's one thing you can say about
too much heat.
Yeah, they don't give a shit unless you're trying to fucking say anything about them, and then they'll go through your bins. But other than that, they don't. They don't fuck with the criminal entities. So.
He'd been released from jail just days before. The actor pleaded no contest on August the 8th to assault with a deadly weapon, and then on August 17th he pleaded no contest to burglary. He was sentenced to a year in jail in the first case and 291 days in the second, but given hundreds of days credit for time served already, and he left jail at 4:05 p.m. on September 21st. 5 days later, officers responding to a 911 call of a woman screaming were told that Lewis had fought with two men. It wasn't clear just before or after the landlady was killed, and that Lewis died after a fall, possibly from a wall or balcony, according to the police.
Fucking hell.
So I seem to remember now it was like a kind of fall where like you have to have been trying to kind of kill yourself, you know.
Yeah.
Detectives have concluded that Lewis killed Davis, and that was the woman, the owner of that place. She was happy to have him back, like he was chill when he was there before.
Yeah.
This is before the accident as well.
Yeah.
And I think it might have been right at the beginning. He was there for a bit and then he'd left. This was right at the beginning after, you know, he'd only done a few little things. Yeah. And then he'd left and done some other stuff and then went back there after, like, falling proper off the deep end. Like his dad wanted him committed wanted him to go to rehab again. But in the end agreed for him going there. There was a load of crap like that, but the police should have paid a lot more attention to him. So I forgot about the being in jail part, like before it. The kind of thing, you know, if he was given a lot more aftercare and look, you know.
It might have been...
We would have saved a woman at least, you know.
Well, yeah, exactly.
He's already let out early.
But that's the thing, American healthcare, it's not about that though, is it? It's about billing them as much as you can and then sending them away.
You know, but here it's just not giving it in the first place.
Yeah. Which is more honest.
I suppose, sure. Okay, yeah, sorry, I went too far then. There was no immediate indication of what the motive for the murder was. It was a tragic end for an extremely talented guy who unfortunately had lost his way. I wish I could say that I was shocked by the events last night, but I was not. Sons of Anarchy creator Kurt Sutter wrote on his website. I'm deeply sorry that an innocent life had to be thrown into his destructive path, which is different than what a lot of people say. Because a lot of other people that knew him say, like, this is so... A lot of people just don't believe it. But, you know, like, once they hear, like, all the head trauma stuff, then it makes a lot more sense. Yeah. Because he probably got, like, head trauma.
Because, like, they would have recognised him as the person that they remembered, not the person that he had become from the head trauma,
He was... Wait, what's this? A source close to Lewis, however, was surprised by the tragic events. I'm shocked by this. He was always pretty quiet. The only times I saw him angry is with regards to his character on the show. I know at the end he got really annoyed with the storyline. He felt like character was becoming a weekly joke and he didn't like it. He also didn't like how much it was leaning into just violence.
Yeah, but that's not you. that's still the character.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just be like, oh, well, they're making fun of me. Yeah, but it's not you, dude.
I've read different reasons about that.
Yeah.
I've read it was about like they didn't get like where it was leading into all the violence just for the sake of violence.
Wow.
Is what I read.
Yeah,
when he got out, it was pretty much when it was going a lot more towards just violence for the sake of violence.
Right, okay.
So it just fit in with the narrative in the show.
Yeah.
But, you know, you never fucking know now. But yeah, I mean, it's still one of those kind of ones that there's no... How could you really know why? There doesn't really seem to be any reason. I think he just... You know, something obviously got to him a bit too much. There's a lot of talk about him taking drugs and stuff too. Which, if he's that messed up, you know... Oh, he wasn't taking medication he was supposed to take as well as another thing. Which is also, you know, something that... If you're supposed to take medication to help, you should probably take medication.
Yeah.
Like, especially, you know, psychotically.
Yeah.
Head trauma.
Yeah.
Helps.
Well, Benoit. So.
We didn't take medication.
Yeah.
We didn't even know about fucking head trauma. That was another one that was included in the original list I saw, and so I know about that one.
Yeah. Everyone knows about that, really.
Yeah, we didn't do it, obviously.
No.
He was Dr. Death, Kevin Sullivan. You know that. His ex. We were like, yeah, he took your wife. He was like, yeah. Obviously, he was angry about taking a wife. It doesn't matter that he still owned... Well, he still booked WCW, and he still gave him the title after he took his wife. That didn't matter.
No.
But yeah, he was angry. He waited like 20 years.
Yeah.
When he least expected it.
Yeah.
And he was married as well by then. And killed him.
Revenge is a dish best served cold.
And he snuck out despite the fact that he was like an old man at this point. And
Yeah.
Chris Benoit was Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
And he rang up people saying, you know, all this messed up stuff. But it was definitely not Chris Benoit, though.
No.
Couldn't have been.
Couldn't have been.
Well, it could have been, easily. Probably was.
It had to be, really.
It had to be, yeah. But it wasn't him. I love him, man. Seeing people...
People do conspiracies over fucking anything, man.
Yeah, it's
literally
so entertaining.
Anything. Yeah. Have you seen the bird bomb video?
What's that bird bomb video?
So, like, I was watching this YouTuber called Greg Dudebro, right?
What?
Greg Dudebro.
That's a great name.
Yeah. And he literally just watches like videos of thalassophobia, which is like, you know, fear of the deep sea, because he's got thalassophobia, and it's like,
okay.
oh, I'm gonna put myself through this, and oh my god, fucking Jesus Christ, no, I don't like that, you know, and then he does.
To be fair, man, that is the most healthy fucking fear to have.
Yeah, the deep ocean, fuck yeah.
Yeah, well,
you're not supposed to fucking be there. No. You're not. We went onto land for a fucking reason, guys.
Yeah. Most fish
you only
don't
have
want
to
to
look
be deep
in
sea.
half of the directions. In the sea, you've got to look in all of the directions. You've got to look down. You've got to look up. You've got to look everywhere.
Well, yeah, because once you get anywhere even near to that, you're going to die anyway.
Yeah, we've just got to look with up and around. That's so much easier.
Yeah. Well, no, because you're wrong, actually, because when you're in the ocean, deep sea, you're not looking in every direction.
No.
Only one. Up.
Yeah.
During the direction you're looking or thinking about.
Yeah. If you're a human, yeah. God damn it, get me out of
Okay,
here.
well, yeah, okay, that's fair. If I'm a fucking shark, then I'm chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a smart fucking...
But even then,
sorry to jump
it's
in.
not chill for a shark. There's fucking...
Well.
There's giant squid and shit that will just go, ooh, shark. Nice.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Megalodon.
Yeah.
Them things sucked away at the bottom.
Yeah.
You know what? It's kind of interesting when you look at like a lot of the UFO talk, like from the government and that.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of seem to be more of the opinion, it seems, from the wording and stuff, that they think it could be things not from away, like from here, but under the water.
Uh-huh. That's interesting.
It is interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. We really don't know, like...
Anything about the deep ocean.
No, like 95% is like unexplored, ain't it?
Yeah.
There's crazy numbers. Like
There's a certain level that we just can't get down to.
Yeah.
We just can't do it.
But you'll be able to eventually, but for some fucking reason, we can't... It seems like it's something we should be able to fucking do.
Yeah. But no, because the pressure gets to such a point that to have a oxygen bubble in the centre that would allow you to live in it, there's no way you'd be able to see out of a window. There's no way. It would just be this giant lead ball, essentially.
You don't even need to go down there, though. Like even, like, you know, with probes and stuff, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like... Just thinking about, like, you know, seeing down there and mapping it out and that.
Yeah.
Like, Yeah, like I know they can do that, but then I think it's so hard to do.
Yeah.
And it's so vast.
It's enormous.
Like when you look at the globe over there that's on this side for some reason.
There's a depth chart you can see on YouTube that shows you how far each like level goes down, and like the Titanic is like one of these things that's seen as like a holy grail of if your submarine can get down to the Titanic, you're awesome. But the Titanic is like on a grand scale, it's like that far down.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it is not.
It's not far at all.
Not far at all.
There's no special place about it.
No,
it's
just deep. But
nearer
only
to America,
us.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Nearer to America,
I think so.
Canada.
Yeah, I don't know where exactly.
I think it's nearer to there rather than like nearer to England.
Yeah.
Because England, Sheffield to. I think it was Canada. It was going to.
I don't know.
I know
New York, maybe. Or was it from New York?
No, it's from Sheffield.
Well, you sure it wasn't from New York? Because maybe.
Yeah. Because the Titanic film.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we gotta get on the Titanic, Gav.
Yeah, but wasn't fucking Leonardo DiCaprio in America, bro?
He's a Sheffieldian, yeah.
What? No, he's not. He can't be.
Well, he is.
Well, he is, motherfucker. Have you seen the Titanic in comparison to a modern cruise ship as well? It's fucking tiny.
Oh yeah.
it's ridiculous how big shipping is now.
It's also harder to sink hopefully nowadays.
Oh yeah.
I fucking hope.
Yeah.
That Titanic.
Have you seen some of those cruise ship videos though, where it's like a cruise from hell, and like the toilets back up, and it just starts firing shit out into like
I think I have actually,
every single fucking cabin. It's just
Daddy.
filled with shit.
What are you? That's such a fucked up situation. Because you're in a slow ass moving vehicle. Yeah. Well, it's like you can just fucking into high speed.
And it's like, oh no, it's going to be at least 2 days before we get to our next port. Everyone deal with the shit all over everything.
That's probably, that's pretty nice. You imagine in 2 days, probably a lot more than that.
I'd be sleeping exclusively on the deck outside just to get away from the smell.
But what if you're going from like, I'm trying to think like from, like Titanic going from, say, even whether it was Canada or New York, to America.
Yeah.
From England. If that happens right in the middle, you're fucked.
You're so fucked.
You can't turn around. You got to carry on. Like that's gonna be a long time.
Yeah.
You're dealing with that shit.
Did you ever see there was a game that was out on like the Xbox and PlayStation 2 back in the day called Cold Fear? And it was like almost like a Resident Evil-y type vibe, but set entirely on a cargo ship.
No.
Oh man, it's one of those ones that I've never played through because the graphics and the control scheme are just they're so antiquated. It's impossible to play it and feel comfortable.
It kind of helps with the whole game, doesn't it?
Nah. Horror is fun for me when it's like the new versions of Resident Evil games.
That'd be great in VR.
They're so good.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I've played Resident Evil 8 in VR briefly, and that was fun.
You need one of those floors.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah, the movement floors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Yeah.
Go and shoot that guy just sitting on the chair, being happy on it. I'm sure he's got one lying around.
Yeah.
Maybe having sex on them. He'd move you around for you. You wouldn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Might be more like. So you're just saying something that made a lot more sense than what I was saying before I said that.
I don't know what I was saying anymore now.
Let me have a look at my next thing, eh?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do that.
What was the last one I was saying? I think the next one's a music one, if I'm correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny Lewis, that was the wonderful thing. Yeah, this is the guy, Keith Moon. See from again, I'm reminding myself what band. It's a big band. I should know straight away. Why is he not saying straight away? Keith Moon, that band.
Yeah, the Who.
The Who?
Yeah.
That one, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find what
Wasn't
band
he the
it
drummer?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, Keith Moon, yeah.
Accidentally killed a person.
Jesus.
No.
When?
Someone else. Oh yeah, it said it here. That's why I didn't notice it. Look at a random ass place. It said Who.
Yeah.
Who? Drummer Keith Moon, his then wife Kim. Wait, it was had. Okay, yeah. Who drummer Keith Moon, his then wife Kim, friends Legs, Larry Smith, and others had been drinking. Who the hell that is? Others had been drinking on the evening of January the 4th, 1970. At the opening of a pub outside of London that was owned by the son of one of the Moon's neighbours. There's a lot of names then.
Right.
Some of the Hatfield UK pub patrons were young skinheads who resented the young rich star drinking brandy. What? Who resented the rich rock star drinking brandy to their beers at their new local. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh yeah. Well, they're just like, oh, that posh cunt drinking fucking brandy. Oh, I said the C word.
Ah, yeah. I mean,
drinking brandy, we can't have that. We're gonna knock him out because he's not drinking fucking Newcastle brand.
I'm sure that's the reason that they would have gone after him. God knows.
Yeah.
The scene grew confrontational as Moon and his party left and tried to drive away in his Bentley, which Moon owned but did not drive, being unlicensed. God the hell, there's so many bits to this. Let's try to give you so much information at once. And at the same time, there's a picture of somebody trying to have a piss down here.
So what's actually the meat as to what happened?
Well, nothing yet. That's what I'm saying, I haven't got to it yet. Okay, so skinheads surrounded the car and wouldn't allow it to drive away. They were beating on and rocking the car as if they wanted to flip it over. Moon's driver, 24-year-old Cornelius Boland, now it's coming back to me, got out to confront the attackers at the front of the vehicle. Right. Oh, get away! Yeah. Stop attacking it. Keith Moon's in there. I imagine he's already a rock star by then.
Yeah.
Moon, still feeling threatened. Oh no, I'm paranoid.
Yeah.
I don't know. Attempted to drive his party to safety.
Different band, but yeah.
In the process, Boland was trapped under the car and dragged to his death.
Jesus.
So basically, there was a load of skinheads attacking him because he was drinking brandy and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And the driver got out to try and defuse the situation, and he thought, oh no, let's run over my driver.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose they didn't leave him there.
No.
There's that.
Yeah.
You know, they tried to take him.
But still.
That's what caused his death.
Yeah.
They tried to take him.
Yeah.
He's a fucking idiot. The Who drummer, then 23 years old, was charged with and pleaded guilty to 3 offences: drunk driving, driving without a licence, and driving without insurance. But given the circumstances, the court dismissed the charges. Moon the Loon, as he was called, died September 7, 1978 at 32.
Yeah. 1
month later, his ex-wife Kim, who had sued for divorce in 1975, married Ian McLagan. Okay, why are we telling you that part? I don't know why that part mattered.
No.
But I really don't know why that part
it's a happy
mattered.
ending for her, so it's fine.
It's so random then. So I'm sure he must have been like, you know, like...
I didn't know that he killed anyone, though.
Definitely did.
Yeah. That's one of the ones. I knew loads of things about Keith Moon. He'd fucking thrown TVs out of fucking hotels, windows. He'd, driven cars into pools. He'd all sorts of crazy shit. But I didn't know
he was a bitch at the same time. Oh no, they're threatening me! Run away! He's such a bitch. He didn't realise he was dragging another man to his death.
Yeah.
Just but they all molded the same. I saw one and Dad just saw them all. I thought they were just all a bunch of skinheads. Oh no, I'm doing the Beatles now. We're trying to anyway. I don't know what I'm doing.
Which member of the Beatles?
I don't want to say him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ringo.
Is it John?
Batley.
Is it John you're trying to do?
Isn't that Ringo?
No, that's John Lennon.
That one then probably.
That's Lennon, yes.
Okay, what's Ringo?
Ringo's a bit more like that.
Oh, it all sounds the same to me. Now I could hear what you're doing.
And then there's Paul, who's a bit more like that. How's it going? Having a good time, are you?
I bet they killed someone.
Let's sing a song about Monday and how it could be meat free.
What?
Meat free Monday. It's a
song.
fun day. That's one that actually Paul McCartney did. Yeah.
At what point were they actually good? I'm sure there must have been a point where they was good.
There was a good point.
Was that
the White Album is fucking brilliant.
Made drugs, perfect drugs point, I'm guessing.
So the White Album, I think, came after what is it? Lonely Hearts Sunshine Band, is it? What's the name of the
Sgt. Pepper's
Lonely Hearts
Club.
Lonely Hearts Club Band, yeah.
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 I love that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Like in the British wrestling that was on that long ago when they had the one wrestling in Britain.
Yeah.
The one guys came out and they were dressed up like the Beatles, and it was kind of from that kind of era, I think.
Yeah. With
It
all
was
the
kind
sort of like over the top like
Mustaches.
multicolored like cardinal clothes and shit.
Yeah. And the mustaches that look like proper handlebar.
Yeah.
All that shit. I don't know if I had them, but it just fitted.
But yeah, those albums are great. Like the early stuff is kind of fun in its own sort of, this is what music used to be like, but we've kind of got past that. But there's some genuine Beatles songs that to this day are still fucking fantastic.
Oh yeah, there's some bangers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hard Day's Night.
Hard Day's
It's
Night.
been a hard day's night.
And I've been sleeping like a dog.
sleeping dog.
No, I've been working like a dog. It's a hard day's night. I should be sleeping like a log.
And then,
But then I get up to you and everything that you do.
Do you wanna
just
lie
makes
that I
me
always
feel
do with that one?
alright.
the one that I always put with that one when I think of them, I can't think what it is now. It was two I always put together, Hard Day's Night and something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll come to me at some point.
Yeah.
There's other songs I did that I know were cool.
Yeah, it's like Elvis.
Some-
There's still some fucking good Elvis songs that exist.
Yeah.
A little less conversation, a little more action. All that sacrificial satisfaction in me.
I really just like his voice, I think that's all that is. Just when a voice is like, stands out.
Yeah, it's like
Michael
Frank
Jackson
Sinatra
too.
is still one of the greatest voices of all time.
Yeah, I love that
Fucking
voice.
love Frank Sinatra.
I loved all that kind of swing stuff.
Yeah.
The voice in that, man.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson's got a great voice.
Yeah, still, yeah.
So I don't understand why people like R. Kelly so much, because there was nothing good about his voice.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nothing special.
I believe I can fly.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he's not like he even wrote that song.
I believe I can touch the sky.
Yeah, but the sky he's talking about
Dream
was a girl.
about it every night and day.
She was an 8-year-old girl.
I'll spread my wings and fly
He's
away.
singing about an 8-year-old girl now.
I believe I can soar.
He's still doing it.
And right through that open door.
Now you're talking about going into a house.
While she's asleep in her bed.
See? Told you.
I'm gonna touch all her hair.
See, the lyrics really mean something different when you know about it. When you know what's going on. Oh yeah, man. If that Kill Tony stuff ever comes to England, which I imagine it must do, we've totally got to go and throw our names in the bucket. By the way,
Oh man, no way.
why not?
No, they'd fucking eat me alive.
Why do you know? You don't know.
No.
You do your voices and that.
No.
That's so fun.
No.
I'd
I'm not
enjoy
good
that.
enough for Kill Tony. I'd get fucking thrown out.
You don't know that. You don't throw anyone out
No.
unless you start like talking to them about I don't know why. Who's the Kamala Harris is sexy. I don't know my 4-year-olds. Well, if we did it in England, actually, you wouldn't get booed for that.
No.
You get booed if you started saying that, like.
If you sort of said Donald Trump was sexy.
No.
I think that deserves a boo though.
No, I was going to say more like British-based, like.
Yeah. Oh, Keir
Bojo.
Starmer. maybe.
Yeah. 2-tier Starmer.
There's no way you could find Keir Starmer sexy though, is there really?
Well, no.
No.
It's got to be easier than
He
Bojo.
literally looks like a miscoloured Bert from Bert and Ernie.
For some reason, then I thought you meant Bert as in Bert Kreischer.
No.
But
Is
that makes
Bert
more
is
sense.
the tall one, isn't it? Or is it Ernie who's the tall one?
I tried to remember.
Yeah, no, he's
Oh,
Bert.
okay, the tall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bert's
I
the
know
tall
who you
one.
mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got the same head shape.
Yeah, okay.
The exact same head shape. It's fucking bizarre. If you coloured him yellow and fucking gave him the right hairstyle, he'd be a fucking dead ringer.
I wouldn't want to do that.
No.
He doesn't look. Labour have let me down already. They are terrible. They're
Oh,
just
mate,
not good.
They're nowhere near as bad as the Conservatives, but they're still shit. That's government. And you know what that means? All of the government is shit because they're all in their own pockets. They're like, oh yeah, sorry, there's not enough money for winter fuel payments and things like that. We can't do that.
Oh
for
yeah,
everyone."
yeah.
Oh, but there's just not enough money to find around, and it's like, don't you have a £100,000 a year, paycheck, and more importantly, don't you get loads of free like shit you claim off of the general populace in your expenses, like duck ponds or fucking garages or fucking new fucking parts to your buildings, or buying a new house because it's in your constituency and so therefore you can put it on the fucking exchequer. And it's like, well, how much fucking money are you wankers spending that could potentially be going to fucking old elderly people who need a fucking fuel allowance?
Yeah.
But
and Ukraine.
But they can't think of it like that because they go like, no, but you don't understand. I'm an MP. I need that. I earn that because I'm an MP. So I deserve that. And it's like, well, no. What makes you fucking think that you fucking have
There should be enough money even without that, though.
There should be.
Taking that out of account.
There should be.
There should be plenty still.
There should be enough money as well. And if you can't get enough money, you start taxing people who can afford to be taxed, even if it's just a tiny little bit more to just cover that.
Oh, it's Phil. Yeah, sorry.
You know?
Yeah, I've just got fucking bored of the politics again now, just because I've realised, like, yeah, okay, they're just all crap, aren't they?
Yeah. This
like,
is the
reform would be cool if they go in and change it, but I don't think it will happen.
I don't know. I honestly don't know who I think should win the American election at this point. Because the thing is,
I know.
That's the thing. It's like if there was a Trump-like candidate in the UK, someone who was like, I'm just going to tear it all down, I might be just considering voting for it.
Well, to me, is what Nigel Farage is trying to do.
Well,
which is, I'm like, okay, all the other shit didn't work. Labour was my last chance for it, and straight away they're like, you know what, that thing, some of that stuff's cool, but it's like, yeah, you know what though, I don't like that free speech stuff.
Yeah,
don't like that. We just start arresting people for it.
Yeah, let's start
arresting
cool
people
that. For stuff that they've said.
Hate speech.
Yeah.
Because the government has a very good track record of deciding what is hate speech.
Yeah.
And what is
it's
not okay to talk about.
Out in the past.
It's not like there was a giant event over the last few years that we have now learned was caused by what everybody was saying the whole time was a conspiracy.
Yeah.
The worst conspiracy.
Yeah.
Come from a lab? Could you ever say that?
How dare you say that?
How would that even happen? Well, it seems like it was. It seems like it was quite. Did you know the Facebook have admitted to that?
What?
To suppressing stuff about Hunter Biden and the Hunter Biden laptop and the COVID stuff and all that.
Right, yeah.
What do you think they like suppressed in that?
Yeah.
Ugh. Ugh. The worst part is as well, people hearing it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, okay, let's just go along.
What was the Epstein thing again?
Yeah.
Epstein happened and everyone was like, oh, that was weird, wasn't it? What do you mean that was weird? They killed the guy. He had very important information on the entire government, and they killed him quite obviously. And everyone was just like, suicide. No, but it obviously wasn't suicide.
That was the one thing you could really bring into question with Trump's presidency.
Is that he was on that fucking island.
Well, and the fact that he was in charge when Epstein got smushed. Yeah,
but that could have been a CIA job. The CIA are very hard to control, even for the president.
Yeah, I know that. Look at the last one that tried to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if it was the last one, but one of them.
Yeah. The CIA...
JFK.
The CIA are basically their own thing now.
Yeah. So. Yeah, because that's what they were like then and now.
Yeah.
It's probably a good point, to be fair.
They always do it in the interest of America, supposedly, but...
who decides that?
Yeah, them.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, what else are they doing as well? Like, everything, like, there's so much stuff to kind of, like, point to the fact that CIA most likely went in and helped along the whole Ukraine... what do you call it again? Like a coup when they changed power.
Yeah, changed power. Yeah.
Went to the other side. The NATO friendly side.
Yeah.
They were definitely involved in that. All that crap. Like.
The CIA have been involved in so much dodgy shit over the years.
It's quite amazing.
And they've fucked up on so many of them.
Which is also quite amazing.
In quite spectacular ways in some
and recently, as you saw.
Yeah.
I think the CIA and Secret Service must be very, like, involved.
Well, the thing is, they're all a little bit intermingly, except for the CIA and the FBI. They don't like to talk to each other. But the CIA or the FBI will tend to sort of barge their way into a situation and be like, well, we're these guys, so... You move on.
I'm confused as well as to when the CIA the Secret Service started doing the proper like presidential stuff, because I was watching JFK stuff again recently, and it was talking. This is why I think I was confused when I was looking back at it later.
Right.
Because people talk about CIA, and I was like, but the people in there must have been Secret Service, but they were CIA people who were in there with him. So that's why I'm confused. Why it was CIA people and not Secret Service? So I thought Secret Service was already a thing by then.
Yeah.
And actively like looking after the president too, because I know originally it was like a federal banking institute. Secret Service was something to do with money.
Yeah.
And then it changed to being president. Let me have a look.
Presidential protection. Yeah.
I know it changed at one point. When did Secret Service take over? Oh, I should have gone to Google. Take over. I'm going to take this and go to Google with it.
Because fuck Bing.
Yeah, man. Although this is probably going to be worse anyway, though. The United States Secret Service began protecting the president full-time in 1902, yeah? A year after Congress informally requested they do so following the assassination of President William McKinley in 1901. So why was the CIA all there?
Yeah, branch of the Treasury Department to combat counterfeiting. Fucking hell, there you go.
Yeah, some money stuff. I knew it was something like it. Okay, so in that case then, JFK assassination.
JFK assassination video game.
Oh, jeez. JFK Reloaded.
Jesus Christ.
It doesn't surprise me.
That's terrible.
JFK. I've seen so many programs that do it.
Yeah.
Ordinary games. JFK assassination. I'm trying to figure out people in the car. Okay. JFK Library. Let's have a look. This should have something on there. It's from a JFK Library. Probably biased, but I don't want to become a member, thank you. Except, shortly after noon on November 22nd, 1963, President JFK was assassinated. By the fall of 1963, JFK and his political advisors were preparing. I don't need to see all this. Gatherings in Boston and Philadelphia. That's not going to help us. Okay, Fort Worth, on to Dallas. Okay, assassination. Okay. Oh, actually, this is better. Actually, I can see something. The presidential party left the hotel and motorcade. Central Air Force 13. Okay, that's left the airport and travelled along a 10-mile. Oh no, first here. The lady received a bouquet of red roses, which she brought out to a waiting limousine. Governor John Connolly and his wife Nellie was already seated in the open convertible. They sat behind them. It was longer behind the plastic bubble on the top. Since it was no longer behind, the plastic bubble top had been left off. President John. It doesn't actually say who else is in it at the moment. Who's in the car behind or anything? We'll just put the president's neck and head. No, that's not. Ugh. Okay, that doesn't say. I feel like it shouldn't be that hard. I mean, there should be something here maybe that shows it. I'll tell you what, let's go a different route for it. JFK assassination, Secret Service. See what they were doing. Secret Service agent was a Dallas motorcade. Okay, was in a Dallas motorcade as a member of the First Lady's detail. Yeah, okay. So the one that ran up was the one, you know, the one agent that you see running up in JFK shooting to the car.
Yeah.
Is her Secret Service agent.
Right. Okay.
So why? Because I know there was CIA all around it though. Why were they there? See, every time I look at it, there's another part that I'm like, why is that like that though? You know, I'm gonna have to look into this properly because.
Just put in JFK assassination CIA presence.
Okay. Because every time I look into it, man, there's something fucking else that makes me want to, CIA presence?
Yeah.
There's one on Wikipedia. Assassination, but again, yes, the CIA just as part of the. Okay, I'm gonna. Because I know he was talking about a lot of CIA stuff. He wanted to get rid of the CIA and shit. He was talking about scrutiny with them because he was very into them. And then he found out that they wanted to do that Bay of Pigs thing.
The Bay of Pigs, yeah.
Was that the one where they wanted to give him all the Cuba stuff and all that? That was a Bay of Pigs, wasn't it?
Well, that was one of their attempts, was Bay of Pigs, yeah.
Where they wanted, like, to give
a certain
like,
group a load of weapons and
weapons
stuff
to kill
they can
Americans
take
and
down.
shit.
Well, not even that, to take down
people anyway.
no, Castro, not Castro. Was it Castro?
They wanted to do something so they had a reason to go in and start a war.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I gathered. Faking a thing. What's this then? Robert Kennedy. Okay, yeah, that's Robert Kennedy. Okay, well, that's Robert anyway. That's separate. I didn't realise that. Okay, let's go on Wikipedia quickly, and then I just might drop this if I can't find it on here. Origin and history, proponents. CIA conspiracy. Let's have a look at this.
I should have bought an energy drink. Goddamn.
I was going to suggest this. I went and get one for you while before you do your thing.
Oh, that's cool. There you go.
Some conspiracy theories have alleged the plot involved elements of the mafia, the CIA, anti-Castro, blah 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 blah.
Anthony
elements
Summers
of
and
the
James
CIA.
Ruben Castaneda.
Yeah, you know that's just gonna. I need to look at it properly because I'm sure the CIA people were there as well, which didn't make sense to me when I was looking at this recently. But I don't remember realising that at all. If I was getting confused by other videos I watched, then it was a very weird thing because it was like whatever things I was watching was sure about it.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things I was checking. That's why, like I said, every time I look into it at all, there's new stuff that like I don't understand. It's such a big thing. And I think that's just what happens when it's an actual real conspiracy. You know, when it's just a true conspiracy.
Yeah.
I think it just keeps getting bigger and bigger the more you look into things.
There's something there's always been something dodgy about it. And
Quite.
whether even if you sort of just take it on face value of it being what's his face? Lee Harvey Oswald, was it?
Yeah, Lee Harvey
Yeah.
Oswald.
Even if you take it on face value of it being him, what were his motivations? It doesn't make sense.
And face value nowadays doesn't even mean that
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly.
Because like after like decades, you know, they realised they had in the 90s, I think it was, they had the footage redone, and they could hear like 6 shots in it at least.
Yeah.
But then apparently, because in the video as well, you can see somebody else recording.
Yeah.
And apparently there's like a shot up a completely another angle that only certain people have seen. It's another one of those ones that once they learned that the CIA had all this stuff that they never handed over in this other thing, they wanted everything handed over, and the one time they said they'd given everything but they suppressed most of it. Then when they found this out, they said, oh, you know what, we can't, it went missing yesterday.
Oh, whoopsie.
But
lost it.
That video apparently is what shows a very obvious puff of smoke coming from the hill on the grassy knoll.
Yeah.
Like loads of people.
I mean,
talk
Bill
about
Hicks
that.
always talks about it being a thing. He goes
Mm.
like, there's a different bit of footage that you get shown
Yeah,
every
yeah.
time you're a new president. They sit you
Don't
down.
know about that.
and they show you this footage, and it's from a different angle, showing from the grassy knoll. And they go, any questions?
One that was very interesting as well. I looked into the Martin Luther King assassination. I'd never looked at that before.
Yeah.
I didn't realise how much of an obvious conspiracy that was. Like, have you ever looked much at that? That's atrocious, that one. I say it's atrocious. It's much like JFK is in the sense that it's the level of bullcrappery.
Yeah.
Like, it's so obviously bull. Like, have you looked at any of that at all?
No.
Oh, it's like, I can't even remember it all now because I'd watched it like a good couple of weeks ago probably. There's like crazy shit like, they say this shot must have come from this window on the other side. Even though when the police basically went to it, it turns out the shot couldn't be made because there was a branching away from that window, which, naturally, to help with the investigation, at about 3 a.m. in the middle of the night, they came down and cut the tree down.
Oh, well, that helps. That really helps.
So they did that. They realised the angle he would have had to have been at as well would have been that he would have had to have been standing awkwardly on the edges of a bathtub, on each side, trying to lean the scope out for no reason. And there was guns with his fingerprints left on like this doorway outside, that when they eventually figured out which way he was and where he did eventually go, doesn't even match up to where he was. Doesn't matter anyway though, because that gun that was found with his bullets all over it in the place where, right below where they said it must have been from, was from the same gun that killed him, but proven to be not the gun that shot him though.
What?
Like, it just wasn't. They can figure that out with the bullet.
Yeah, because it always leaves a certain mark on the back from the barrel. Yeah.
He even explained why, because I didn't realise it's because of how quickly it spins the bullets, the ridges on the inside of the gun.
Yeah.
To spin the bullet, and it's every one is uniquely different.
Yeah.
Like a fingerprint, it can't be the same.
Exactly. Yeah, because no matter how much you try and machine it to be exactly the same, the tolerances are so off.
Yeah.
And it's such a high amount of pressure in such a small area.
Yeah.
It
doesn't make a huge difference, but when you're really looking at the grooves and all
you
that,
can find it out. Yeah, because every bullet that comes out has the same pattern from the same gun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that doesn't, none of that shit mattered anyway, because he was an escaped convict as well. The guy that apparently shot him.
Fucking hell.
Even though he escaped from prison because he was doing taking out deliveries for them. He was doing deliveries for the prison people, and one of the boxes was empty. So I thought, oh, all right, jumped in it. And he got shipped out somewhere.
He just got shipped out.
Really lucky for him, though, when he got out there, someone called Mr. Big apparently was like, I like you. I'm going to give you some money. I'm going to give you a place. I'm going to look after you. Go and get yourself a car. Go and get yourself some nice clothes. And then we're going to do a little deal. I'm going to sell some guns to the Russians. And I want you to go to a gun shop and purchase, all legally, it's fine. I just want you to show them an example of what the gun will be. They're going to buy a lot of them. So I want you to go and get one so you can show them what the gun will be like.
Right. That makes absolute sense.
And then, so you grab it up, use it in that. And, because they even managed to find the place where he bought the guns from. And the gun people were like, yeah, he had no idea what he was talking about, what he was doing. He's not somebody that is good at... He didn't seem like he'd ever shot a gun.
Yeah.
He's been in the army and stuff, but it's been deemed since that he probably had a desk job. And any reported him talking about him being a marksman was being atrocious. Wouldn't have been a hard shot, but
he wasn't capable.
And, like I said, the situation he was in, apparently, despite the fact that witnesses that came in, because it was a kind of shared house, apartment with a shared bathroom. Somebody come in, they'd walked in the house, walked upstairs, past the bathroom, looked in, walked into their bedroom, and then heard the gunshot, ran back out, and then ran straight down, and oh, everybody. And then he's like, well, no, a gunshot couldn't come from there because it was empty. I walked past the bathroom and it was empty.
Yeah.
There's only one witness that they had that confirmed the story that it was this guy, and he proved to be a drunk, somebody who was always having to be moved on by the police for being too drunk and all that. And to make it even worse, which is the best part, he showed, I was on CBS News, I think it was.
Yeah.
And he was given a photo of the guy, and he looked at him and was like, oh, who's that? And this is the guy you said you saw shooting Martin Luther King. So, oh no, it wasn't him. No, it wasn't him at all.
Jesus Christ.
And how do you know? It was like, well, his profile I know, but the nose was different. All these other things. It was like, and the guy had, he was bald. This guy had normal hair and that, It was like, he's never been shown. He was just I saw him.
It must have been that guy, yeah.
That's the only evidence. That and the gun.
Jesus
was the only evidence they had. I can't even remember what happened to him in the end. No, I think he originally confessed to it when they arrested him, because he realised what had happened, he was picking up the guy that was actually doing the assassination, it seems. Which is why, because apparently they drove off a bit together, which is why people said they saw somebody running off in that direction and getting in a white car.
Yeah.
Which also doesn't make sense. Just the pure fact of it, like, you know, he escaped prison and then he'd had the money, the apartment, he'd bought an apartment in his own name, but there wasn't any fingerprints, anything left of his left in the room in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like he'd done the room in his name and never used it. Because there's another thing they asked him to do, apparently.
I really need a wee.
It's going to be a mess to get around, but you already know that. It's okay. What time is the thing? 5 or half 5? 5. Okay, we have to get finished soon then. Alright. Very interesting though, man, that is. That's just what I can remember. Yeah. This is your one here, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I don't have a roach that thin. My roaches are manly made. Made for men. That's what I am. A man made for men. Actually, I don't know too much about that. Actually, a man made for men. Probably the opposite of that, actually. I'm your man's favourite... No, that's not... No, the comedian thing. I'm your comic's favourite comic. So I will put some videos on and stuff, but I'm not too sure how that's been working from what we were being told by Flubber. We had a friend of Robin Williams let us know, among some other things too, that the videos we were putting on, it just dropped the frame rate of the whole podcast down. So I'm just thinking for the meantime, just for this one, maybe not throw up more videos, because I don't know what it's doing to the frame, to the podcast. I'm just going to leave it for now, because I care more about the audio, to be honest. But I now wish that I'd put together a more in-depth Martin Luther King podcast, just because it was so interesting when I was seeing all this stuff. I'd never read into the Martin Luther King things before. I don't know why. Like a lot of them, I always assume that a lot of these things that people are just assuming it's a assassination for no reason. But you know what? No, looking to the American ones especially, I just freaking understand why. The JFK one, I've known that one for a while now. That's definitely just because it was not how it was portrayed to everyone. And what else we've seen as well? Sorry, I just realised this. His man's flowers haven't come. That's surprising. It's weird. Some dealers nowadays, man, they just don't appreciate somebody trying to give them a lot of money. I bet you could drop the message to a normal guy and he'd be straight over like, yeah, sure, man. Straight up. Bet you anything. Which I think I might do in a minute. Dealers nowadays, man. Honestly. What happened to the good days when you could trust a dealer? If a dealer said they're going to do something, or they tried to give you florals, they would do it. Nowadays, no. You just don't know. They might want to come. They might want to let you have their money. They might want to take it all. Most of them might just want to be lazy and not bother. That's why you can't trust dealers nowadays. Hey, go. Hey, you. Yeah. Leave it open. Yeah, leave it open for now. Take. Oh, okay, yeah, close it for now then. I was letting the people know that you can't trust dealers nowadays. Might just have to drop a message to the Icky Man for you. Make sure you get some. I'm disappointed in them. Well, well, you always got to keep a dependable dealer just in case.
Yeah, that's right.
You do. I have to let them know later if they don't pop up soon. Which, I mean, they haven't popped up at all yet. The one guy missed his window.
Yeah.
There again, completely just gone past it. I don't know what's happening. I mean, I could try calling them after if you want, because you got a bit of time anyway, haven't you?
Oh, I
you
see.
do your thing,
I don't know. Maybe just go wiki, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll leave for a sec still there.
Yeah.
Well, I'll drop a message in a minute.
Yeah.
You can have another split about that if you want to, anyway.
No, it's alright. You know me, mate. I only spoke CBD.
That's what I was on about. What do you think I'm talking about?
That's what I'm saying.
Crazy, man. Now, yeah, like I was just saying, and like, it's surprising how a lot of the assassination things I heard of, like American ones, I'd always assumed like a lot of them were just kind of exaggerated and that. But the more I've looked at them, they're just, yeah, they are. Like the Martin Luther King one was just shocking how much there is to it. Like there's huge bits that I'm missing out there.
Yeah.
But that's like, you know, there's all bits that all the stuff that the other people did see. Yeah. But there's a lot more that other people did see that goes completely against the official story, despite the fact that is the official story.
Yeah.
Like he didn't. I can't remember what happened to him in prison. He was one of the few that didn't get killed.
I mean, it's pretty remarkable that Trump survived the assassination attempt. To be honest.
Yeah, it is. It's shocking still.
I'm fucking surprised, and I still think that's won him the election.
I don't know still.
I think so.
It probably won in the long run.
The thing is, Kamala Harris, she's doing well in polls, but with like the people where people poll people. But most people in America don't want to answer a poll.
Yeah, I don't look at them too much.
Like, I don't want to tell you shit, get off my property. Those guys are all voting for Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's all... I just can't imagine why people would have looked at how shit's gone over the last 4 years and trust that. Well, especially in America, you know, where it's like the forefront of it. But
it's not been a great track record, especially with like the fucking the Israel-Palestine thing and Biden just not capitulating at all on it.
Oh, yeah,
it's a bit fucking...
You need a hard fucking guy sometimes, like, in there that's, you know...
But the thing is, Trump would be like, get everyone out. And it's bizarre because like the Republicans are all get everyone out now. But before, the Republicans were the interventionist party. They were the ones who were like, George Bush, we've got to get in there. We've got to get the terrorists, all that shit. And now they're like the exact opposite.
But to be fair, even when they were saying that, they didn't just bomb everyone. Like, to be fair, like, they went down there. I'm not saying the stuff they did was good either, but... They at least tried to get down there and do it rather than just bomb them first.
Yeah.
Whatever's left, we'll deal with after.
Yeah.
You know, like, it is different.
It is. Well, war's changed for America. War now is about trying to minimise their own casualties and maximise the enemy casualties. Which means, like, whenever a soldier dies, like, from the American military, it's like this big thing, and it's like, they'll even report it and stuff. It's like the same with the UK.
I mean, America hasn't even really been at war though for ages. They just piggyback on all people's wars a lot of the time.
Basically.
Kind of get their that's kind of how they control people. It seems like they piggyback on the smaller wars.
The thing is, they've not deployed troops to anywhere for a while.
Not officially, sure. Yeah,
not officially.
Okay, not officially. There's definitely not been loads in Ukraine and from us as well.
Yeah.
There's been American and English soldiers in Ukraine.
There's NATO pilots who are retired pilots from their previous things. So they're not technically American military. They're not technically British.
I swear, there's ones that aren't even retired too. Yeah, just people that straight up ignored them.
Yeah.
They're like, well, we didn't officially order them to, so... Yeah. We're not arresting them either for defying orders. But, you know...
It's fucked up.
They're there.
I mean, the whole situation over there is fucked. The whole situation in you know, Israel and Palestine's fucked.
But, nice chill we're in about.
But it's.
I think it's all pretty chill.
The thing is, it kind of is weirdly. It's like this is the way it's always been. It's just it's starting to flare up a bit more than it used to. You know.
So it's always been in the sense that it's just normal that the Palestinians just fucking. Governed by terrorists,
basically.
Pretty much.
Basically, the problem is that Israel doesn't help themselves because they make Hamas more powerful by acting like pricks, and then people go like, well, "What else can I do? Well, I can get my revenge by joining Hamas." And this vicious cycle.
And they keep saying about like how, well, you know, of course we're going to be killing a lot of like people. You know, they build their tunnels underneath on purpose, because the more we bomb them, the more we're going to be bombing innocent people. It's like, well, so you're just doing what they want then? Like, that's your response to it. We'll get to them eventually. Yeah. But there's no proof that it's even getting to them.
No.
Zero proof. Tell you who's proof that one person, some people is getting to it, hostages.
Yeah.
It's getting to them.
Yeah.
They've been dying. I don't understand why I'm only just hearing now as well that there's American hostages there. Why am I only just hearing this?
I thought I knew that. Yeah, I think I thought.
Why America? Not like wasn't that what they would go to war for before? Like full on war. Like I will go and destroy your shit. That's the kind of shit they would destroy shit for before.
Yeah.
And now Biden is like, oh no.
Yeah, the problem is though that
they can't worry about this, they worry about that.
It's one of those ones. It's a difficult thing. You can't just go in there and flatten it, because that's what Israel have done, and that is not.
Yeah, that's not what they do normally. I mean, go down there with your skilled people and blah blah blah. In there, you know.
Yeah, but you can only do that when you know where they are.
Yeah, in the tunnels.
Just all in the tunnels. Do you have any idea how many fucking special ops forces you'd have to send down every single tunnel?
They got a lot of them.
Like so many.
It's better than bombings everywhere.
Well, not if you want to minimise your own casualties and maximise the enemies, and that's what it's about. They're like, well, we could send people down, or we could just drop a giant bomb on them.
You do
and
bit
Trump
by
did
bit
that
anyway.
As well. Trump dropped the Moab on a motherfucker. He's like, we had to get this guy. He's a bad guy, so we had to use the Moab.
That's one bomb, though, isn't it? Like in comparison to.
I mean, to be fair, it is called the mother of all bombs for a reason.
Yeah,
It's the largest device that they have that can explode that isn't a nuclear weapon. It is a phenomenally powerful bomb.
Yeah. I know, like I did see the amount of tonnage that was used, that's been estimated to be used in Gaza so far.
Yeah.
It's like ridiculously huge compared to like other stuff in history that's happened.
Yeah.
Like there's so many in comparison.
By what it is you're trying to do versus it's not good.
Okay, get it finished in a second. Because we're going to need to get the internet thing. I didn't do that. So.
Indeed.
Yeah. Anything else you want to bring up before we do?
I think that's good for me actually. That was a nice little pot.
The state of the world is terrible, but at least there's still killers out there.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I don't know.
We can have a conversation about, and you can be entertained by the process. So
I've discovered a few more serial killer films lately that I've enjoyed.
Ooh.
Because nothing like serial killers in real life, they're just not good enough.
No.
Well, like there's not. Like I said before, there's no creativity in them.
No.
No,
it's lame. You need to have some kind of vibe. You need to be aiming for something. I like a theme.
I watched the Copycat Killer, which is I didn't know about it. It's like the 90s. Sigourney Weaver, and she's like, there's a serial killer who's going basically around. They realise in the end, copying famous
serial killers,
doing like some of their most famous ones, and they don't understand the order at first, and so the order that she talked about them because she's like a serial killer, like smart person. Like, when she talked about it when she got attacked, and she's an agoraphobic now. She was scared of the outside, so she ran back into a house where she knew there was somebody trying to kill her.
Oh fuck!
I mean, I know there's agoraphobia and shit, but come on. The outside might kill you, sure. But that's definitely going to kill you.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a really well done film.
Yeah.
It's on Disney Plus if you got it.
I do, yeah.
It's on Disney Plus,
okay.
Copycat.
Yeah.
I do recommend it. It's a good, 90s thriller.
Yeah.
That's what you like.
Yeah.
And then if you got Prime as well, there's something on there called The Clove Hitch Killer. Which is, you're following like a kid who's like 16 and it's a coming of age film, as they say.
Right.
But the twist is, he steals his dad's truck to go and meet this girl at the beginning, and then they're about to get dirty, or he's going to get his rocks off for the first time. Yeah. A Christian kid too.
Yeah.
And then she finds like one of his dad's bondage porn things, and she's like, "Oh, this!" running away. And then in the end, basically, the kid finds out that his dad was this cloverage killer guy that killed like 10 people officially in her area, in their town.
Yeah.
You know, just fucked up a load of people. And like, the dad manages to explain it away for a bit. And then, because he's got rid of all his murder porn and he has to make more when he sends everyone away.
Fucking hell.
And then it turns into his point of view, then it turns into his kid's point of view. And then how his kid became the murderer, essentially.
Jesus Christ.
It's a good film.
It sounds good.
It was decent.
It sounds brutal, though.
No, you don't see fuck all.
Oh.
It's one of them. You feel like you do. The most you see is a woman kind of hogtied for a bit with a plastic bag on her head.
Oh.
The most you see. Yeah, that's actually the most you see. It's good.
There was a really weird film there was a weird film I watched called Taxidermia.
Sounds good straight away.
Yeah, and it was like a foreign film. I can't remember what the language was, but it was really interesting. It was about the three generations of this family, and the first one is insane. Like, he's genuinely insane. His mind is fucked, and he basically fucking, essays a woman to create the kid, right? And then the second kid turns into a eating champion, like a professional eater.
A professional
competitive eater.
Eater that is professional.
Competitive eater.
You got a broken back.
Yeah, and so he ends up sort of just eating shitloads of food, but he ends up fucking and getting this other kid, and this kid.
Wait, hold on. Is that? Wait, what?
And this last kid.
He's fucking and getting another kid. Are you
no. So like his dad was the guy who was insane. His dad,
okay.
Yeah, this guy becomes the dad to this other guy who gets into taxidermia.
Right.
And he hates his dad because his dad is like, "Oh, you're such a weakling. You're such a pussy. You don't know how to eat. You're not big and powerful like me."
Random
While he's
insult.
like, he's literally so fat and huge that he can't move.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And he's like, what you don't understand is that I know how to eat properly. You see this? And he gets a fucking like chocolate bar in a chocolate foil wrapper, and he goes, "The trick is not to bother unwrapping them. I saved myself many, many seconds in my eating championships by not doing that. It wasn't against the rules." And the body finds a use for it. The body finds a use for everything. And he's just going lump, lump, lump with these fucking thing. It's so fucking weird. And then he ends up having like a heart attack or something and dying. And his son ends up like, "Oh shit, what am I going to do? Well, I'll tell you what, I'll taxidermy my dad." So he taxidermies his dad, and he's like, "That's really cool, I like that." Oh, you know what would be awesome? If I taxidermied myself.
It's not what I was expecting.
So he creates this fucking machine, and he starts taxiderming himself as much as he can until he can't do it anymore.
Why would that be cool, though?
I know, and then he fucking presses this machine, and it finishes off the process for him, and that's the end of the film. He's just fucking taxidermied himself. It's fucked, bro.
Yeah, but while they're trying to find logic in it, actually, then somebody that would do that. Yeah, there's no taxidermia.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to look at that because I've been enjoying fucked up films.
It's so fucked.
I don't. At the same time, though, I enjoy fucked up films, but I don't have to see a lot of fucked up stuff because I'm still a bitch.
Yeah.
When it comes to it.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
When I thought I was gonna have to watch that woman get killed, I was like, I do have to see all this.
Yeah.
Because it's gone on for a long time.
Harry Brown was the one for me. Like, Harry Brown starts with a woman getting shot while she's pushing her pram. It's like, oh, fuck off.
I remember that being hard because then the guy getting killed as well.
Yeah.
But then from the rest of that, you knew what the film was. Did you know what the film was when you were watching it?
Yeah.
Same, I knew that in the end it was going to be Michael Caine fucking up some chavs.
Yeah.
So I was in from the beginning.
Failed to take care of your firearms, son.
Fucking great, man. I might have to watch that again because that was a really good film.
Right. Anyway, that's the end of this episode of Squishy Logic.
And the good thing now as well is I think I've already got my next podcast topic ready.
Ooh, very good, very good. So as soon as I'm next in the area, we can do another one of those, or we can do it.
Do it online as well. Yeah, we should do it because I want to try and do some online ones anyway. Yeah. There's a new Rumble thing I want to try. That was it.
Cool.
Which is like StreamYard.
Yeah.
Snap but Rumble.
Oh, so it just goes straight into it. That's good. That's good.
So I'll check first to make sure there's something that I can download them first.
Yeah.
From it, Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. So until next time, that's been Squishy Logic. Always be squishy.
But make sure you are as logical as
possible. I did it the wrong way around, didn't I? So it's like always be logical.
Oh, did you say?
Yeah, I did it the wrong way
around. I just assumed. I think I went to logical.
Okay, always be logical, and...
No, you meant to say always be squishy.
Oh, is it squishy first?
Squishy logic.
Oh, yeah. Always be squishy.
That'd be a lot more fucking logical than this bastard.
Yeah.